Hi guys, my name is David. If you are new here, hi, welcome. And if you have been watching my channel for a while now, welcome back. So before I get into telling you guys what this video is all going to be about, you probably have some sort of idea because you clicked on this video and the title might have given you some idea about what I'm going to be discussing. But before I get into any of that, I just want to say that I have recently reached 204 subscribers on my channel. That is insane, as I film this on my phone. I don't have any special equipment, I don't have any special lighting, but I have been working on my channel for a while now. I've been improving it with that editing and adding music to it, and I've been slowly improving my channel throughout the time that I've had it. And to reach 204 subscribers is insane to me, it really is. So this video is a massive thank you to everyone that has subscribed to my channel, and a massive thank you to anyone that is just watching this video and isn't subscribed to my channel, and you're just watching this because maybe you've come across it on YouTube. Thank you so much. But mostly this video is specifically for all my 204 lovely subscribers. This video is for you guys. So in this video I will be discussing my top 5 recommended horror books that anyone can pick up. When I'm commenting on people's videos, despite whether they're BookTube newbie tags, which I watch a lot, and I say to people that I'm interested into, I'm into horror novels, and they are like, well, could you recommend books to me? Because they have no idea about where it's a good place to actually start, in my opinion, and they want to get my thoughts on it. So I'm always telling everyone about what books they should read. I haven't read every single horror book, but horror is my favourite genre. Apart from fantasy and science fiction, I like classics, children's literature, trying to get into non-fiction. But if I had to choose one genre that I only had to read forever, that would be horror. Every time I go into my local bookstores, whether they're secondhand or brand new, that's the first section that I go to straight away, like a guided missile. I always go there first. And I feel that horror books aren't really talked about that much. People are kind of wary about them. They think that they're kind of going to be like cheesy jump scares all the time, and they're not. They have great characters and great stories, and this is what I'm going to be saying to you guys. So I've actually made a list of 5 books. This is going to be in order. So so all 5 of these are ones that I personally highly recommend that you read, and the number 1 spot is going to be the one that I highly recommend that anyone reads. I mean, everyone reads. It's a fantastic book, but all 5 of these books are really amazing. So at number 5, it is The Ruins by Scott Smith. I have recently read this one this year, about a month, maybe 2 months ago, and this is based on a movie. I absolutely love this book so much. It's about 4 teenagers who are on a holiday or vacation in Mexico, and they are trapped on this hill, and there's this creature that's determined to kill them and drive them insane, and it is so scary and atmospheric and creepy. They are trapped on this hill and they cannot leave because there's all these villagers, all these people surrounding this hill and keeping them from escaping. And they do this by using bows and arrows and guns. And this story is incredible. It really is. The characters are great, although they can make some really silly mistakes. And it kind of takes what you expect from a horror movie or a novel, because everyone's been watching all these modern horror movies nowadays, and everyone expects at least some people to survive. Especially the leading lady for some weird reason, and maybe the leading man. But it takes everything that you think that you know about horror, whether it's a novel or a movie, and just take all that and chuck it right out of the window. Because this book turns the horror genre and everything that you expect to happen on its head. It's unbelievable, and it keeps you guessing all the time. Even though this doesn't have any chapters in it, it's just one continuous book without any chapters in it. It does have paragraph breaks and some sort of like breaks, but it doesn't have any chapters. Despite that, this is amazing. I would highly recommend this to anyone that is trying to get into horror for the very first time. It is incredible, guys. It really is. I also did a review on The Ruins by Scott Smith. I will put the picture up here. It was a really fun video to make, as the book was extremely enjoyable for me personally. So please check that out if you want to know more about my thoughts and feelings regarding this book. So my fourth choice would be Salem's Lot by Stephen King. I am a massive Stephen King fan. I am currently reading my 44th novel by the guy. I've been reading his work since 2017, and I deeply enjoy his work. He's my favourite author. Obviously, he's the author that I've actually read the most from. And every time I finish one of his books, I go straight on to the next one. So Salem's Lot focuses around an author that's returning back to his childhood home of Salems Lot. Whilst there, he actually discovers that there's a strange shop with a mysterious owner, and the shop's owner's boss is actually bought a mysterious mansion on top of this hill that overlooks the town of Salems Lot. This is called the Marston House, and the Marston House and its lead writer have this deep connection. The main character had some bad experiences whilst going into that mansion when he was a child, and he kind of has a strange connection towards it. He wants to go to the town of Salems Lot and kind of write a novel about it, in a sense. But we soon discover that this strange owner that is elusive to the townspeople turns out to be a vampire, and he slowly is turning all of these residents into vampires one by one and turning everyone against each other. It is so good. It's such a slow burn. It really is. You feel that you are a member of this town and its community. You come across people that you like and people that you dislike. You experience people that are having domestic disputes and fights, and it's really, really good. It really is. The town of Salems Lot starts off, think of it as a perfect juicy apple, and gradually throughout time, it's slowly beginning to rot from the inside out, and at the end, it's just a shriveled up raisin. That's what it is. It is so scary. I couldn't recommend this book enough. These vampires aren't cute and cuddly. They don't sparkle in the sunlight. They don't want to date you or fall in love with you or have a relationship with you. They basically want to rip out your throat and drink your blood. These vampires are so vicious and gory, and this is such a great book, especially if you want to get into a novel or a horror novel where it is a slow burn and you want to become a part of the town. And it's such a great look at how Stephen King writes these magnificent characters that you love and hate, or love to hate. So I would highly recommend Salem's Lot, guys. I also did a review on Salem's Lot, but it was my old format, the way that I used to film when my channel first started out, where I used to put the book on my bed and used to film it like that on my phone without filming my face. Again, I will put the picture up here, and all these links will be down in the description, so if you want to check these videos out. I might like re-upload that video, just reread the book again, and just do a review on it, if that makes sense. Let me know down below if that's something that you want me to actually do, or something that you would be interested in me doing. So number 3 is the Heart-Shaped Box by Joe Hill. I could have put Nosferatu here, as it is such a great novel, that one as well. And I am going to be doing a buddy read and a collaboration with Slowly Read on Nosferatu next month at the beginning of December, so I'm looking forward to rereading it. But the reason why I picked Heart-Shaped Box is because this is the first novel that Joe Hill published. His first work was 20th Century Ghosts, which is a short story collection. That's the first thing that he published. And it's a great place to start, but I personally think that you should start off with Heart-Shaped Box, as it's such a great story. It really is. For those of you who aren't aware, Joe Hill is Stephen King's son. He has another son called Owen King, which has written 2 novels by himself, and he has co-written Sleeping Beauties with Stephen King as well. But Owen's not really a dedicated author, as Joe is. Joe writes some really dark, creepy stuff that you shouldn't dismiss Joe Hill at all. I mean, as I said, Stephen King is his father, and Joe Hill was actually brought up by the master of horror. So his imagination is so great. You shouldn't dismiss Joe Hill because of that. Or maybe he's not going to be as good as Stephen King. Joe Hill is insane. His stories are incredible and creepy, and his characters are great. Although I think he's trying to master his writing art, but he shouldn't be dismissed. He really is such a great author, and he's probably in one of my top 5 authors of all time. So Heart-Shaped Box focuses around a rock star who collects all these strange and weird artifacts from like movies and all this type of stuff, like hangman's nooses and witch stuff and Satanism artifacts, and he has like a museum in his house because he's a retired rock star, or a heavy metal rock star. And one day he actually receives a package from someone, from a mysterious stranger, and it comes in the box that's heart-shaped. And in that box is a old man's suit that is supposedly haunted by this ghost. And they kind of dismiss it, think, oh yeah, whatever, you know. They don't expect it to become real or have any significance, if that makes sense. But as the story progresses, we find out that this suit has a ghost connected with it. And when this rock star, I think his name is Judas, or Jude, or something along them lines, he finds out that this ghost is real, and it has a connection to Jude's past, someone that he hurt very deeply in the past, and this ghost is related to that person, and basically it's a revenge thing for the ghost to actually do. He wants to drive this rock star insane and mad. The main character cannot get rid of the ghost, even if he burns the suit or gives the suit away or moves like halfway across the planet. The ghost will be there. The ghost is connected to this character, and it is such a great and creepy story. It really is. If you want to read something by Joe Hill, I would start off with Heart-Shaped Box. It is incredible, it is insane, and it is very special and near and dear to my heart, no pun intended. So I was looking through my YouTube videos and my playlists, and I haven't done a specific review video for a separate Joe Hill novel. I have done a collection video on all of my works by Joe Hill. I am not sure if that includes Full Throttle, because that's the most recent thing that was released. But again, I will put the video up here, and the link will be down below. It's one of my older videos, but again, if you want me to do a review on Heart Shaped Box, comment down below and I will do that. But I was surprised I haven't done any separate videos on it, so or on Joe Hill. So yeah, again, let me know if you want me to review Heart Shaped Box, or if there's maybe another book by him that you're curious about. As I said, I am going to be reviewing Nosferatu, that I'll be rereading next month, so that one will be up on my channel next month, so I'm looking forward to talking about that one. My second choice is another Stephen King book. I tried to keep the like Stephen King as short and concise. I didn't want to make this list an entire Stephen King top 5 of Stephen King books. I wanted to like give other books a chance, and they're really all the books I've mentioned are ones I would highly recommend. But number 2 spot had to go to It by Stephen King. This is the only book that I have read by King that I've actually read twice, and I could easily see myself reading this for a 3rd, 4th, 5th, 20th time, I don't know. But it's one I could easily reread numerous times without even getting bored. And it's one I could reread and pick stuff out that I didn't notice before. I have technically read The Stand twice, but because The Stand has 2 different versions, a cut and an uncut version, and both different, and the difference is about 400 pages between the 2, so it's technically I've actually not read that one twice. I've just read both versions once each, if that makes sense. So it focuses around a town called Derry, and Derry, again, like Salems Lot, is a rich town. You get to know the history, past and present, and you get to know the people of this town, and this community is terrorized by this mysterious entity or clown called Pennywise. Pennywise has the ability to see in your mind and to read your mind and know what scares you, and he uses that, or the creature uses that to his advantage, because when you get scared, he eats you, and the more scared you are, the more tasty you are to him. He feeds on your fear. This isn't metaphorical. He physically eats you, and even though he does prefer children because they're more easy to scare, he can eat adults when and if he needs to, but he prefers children. So we come across this small group of children that are all individuals, but they all come together and become friends as one unit, and they all tell each other that they've been terrorized by this strange entity. Fun fact as well, apart from the movies, Pennywise doesn't appear as a clown that much. He appears as the things that these kids are scared of, like a Japanese monster, or a mummy, or a werewolf, or whatever. It's only at the ends, when they've been terrorized and they're running away, that he turns into a clown. And the clown is what Pennywise's favourite form is. And this book is extremely enjoyable. Yes, it is long as hell. You can probably throw it at someone's head and give them a serious concussion or a big bump on their heads. But it's a really great book. I would highly recommend it to anyone. It isn't my favourite Stephen King book, but it's my favourite horror Stephen King book. The Stand is my favourite horror. The Stand is my favourite Stephen King book of all time, if you're wondering. But my favourite top horror book of Stephen King is It. So I would highly recommend that you read It. Again, I haven't done any review on It. If you're interested in me doing a review, again, put it down below and I will oblige. I was surprised I've read it twice and I haven't done any videos on it, so yeah. Let me know if that's something that you want me to review, and I will do so. So, we've come to this time, haven't we? My number one recommendation, the one book that I recommend to anyone that asks me or comments to me, what's horror book that you would actually recommend that I read? I always put this one book in that comment when people ask me that question. This is the one book that I say, start with this one. If you aren't really sure about what horror book you want to read, if you've gone into this, and if you go into a bookstore and you walk past the horror section and you've been completely baffled and overwhelmed by the sheer number of horror books, and you're not sure what book to start off with, excuse me, or what one to pick up first, because you're not sure whether you would like horror books, horror or not, this is the one that you should read. It's very short, it's about 100 pages long, and it will give you a sense whether you would like horror as a whole and as a genre in general. It's got great characters, it's got a great story even though it's 100 pages long, and plus it got me absolutely hooked on the author. And that novel being The Hellbound Heart by Clive Barker. Yes, this one book that's 100 pages long got me obsessed with Clive Barker. It is based on the Hellraiser movie, more specifically the first movie, and that book, as I said, got me obsessed and hooked with Clive Barker. Since I finished that book, I was saying, right, I want to read everything that guy has ever written. I know that Clive Barker, like Stephen King, isn't a horror, just a horror author. He is more inclined to be thought of as a horror author, like Stephen King, but like Stephen King, Clive Barker writes more than just horror. He writes horror and fantasy. That's more the things that he likes to actually write about. But I got loads of his books on my Kindle. I have recently got The Damnation Game, which is the first book that he ever published. So The Hellbound Heart, if you aren't aware about the movie, focuses around a man called Frank who has actually got a puzzle box, and he's been said, right, if he can solve this mystery of this puzzle box, he can acquire ultimate pleasure, no matter what it is, and he assumes that this is going to be female sexual pleasure. And because Frank is more of a, I wouldn't say he's a womanizer, but he likes women and he likes sex. And he opens it and he comes across these demons called the Cenobites. Now the Cenobites they don't have any gender, they aren't male or female, they don't have a sex. And they come to Frank and they say, why have you done this? And Frank says, oh well, I've done this for pleasure. And it isn't Frank's pleasure that he will get. These Cenobites want to release their pleasure onto Frank, and their form and idea of pleasure is to enforce all this sick and twisted torture on him and basically rip his soul apart. And when he is sent to hell, he has somehow escaped, and he has by some strange accident that has caused some blood to go onto the floor of the room that he completed the puzzle box. He has been brought back, but he's all skin and bone and flesh and blood, and he isn't fully regenerated. So he needs to have the blood of people and the essence of people to restore his body to how it was. And he does this by corrupting the wife of his brother, who has had a relationship with him in the past, and it's a very toxic relationship. This is really great book, guys. I've done a video on it. I will put it up here. It is a fantastic novel, and it's one I would highly recommend. It does have all the classic lines. If you've watched the if you've watched the Hellraiser movie, yes, it does have all of the classic lines, such as, oh, no tears, it's a waste of good suffering, and we will tear your soul apart. And of course it does have Pinhead in it, and the imagery is so creepy, it really is. So I would highly recommend that you get and read The Hellbound Heart by Clive Barker. If you aren't, and if this is the only book that you're going to read in the horror genre, read this book. It is insane. It is scary. It's got great characters. Even though it's so short, it's short and sweet, and it will give you a sense whether you would like the horror genre as a whole. So that's it, guys. That is my top 5 recommended horror novels. And I just want to say once again, thank you so much for everyone that has subscribed to my channel. It is insane that I have got over 200 subscribers, and that is the reason why I have actually done this video in the first place. And I am doing this channel. I'm not to I mean, I know I'm not going to be like really massively popular. I'm not expecting to be completely mind blown to everyone that actually watches this video or watches my channel as a whole. I just want to upload these videos and talk about what I enjoy, whether it's horror or science fiction or classics or whatever, or talk about a specific book. And if you guys want to subscribe, that is great, but I am just so happy about all the people that have actually subscribed to my channel. It is incredible. Thank you so much, guys. I mean, 204 subscribers, fantastic. When I get to 300, if you have any ideas about what you would like me to talk about when I hit the 300s milestone, put it down below. Any ideas that you want me to talk about in when I reach 300 subscribers. Let me know if there's any ideas that you would like me to talk about when and if I get to that point and stage in my life. But right now I am content and happy with 204 subscribers. That is insane. Thank you so much. If I could just, again, if I could just reach through the screen and just kiss you guys, I really would do that. It is incredible, it really is. I'm just a normal guy in my bedroom, having my phone propped up on 2 shoe boxes, and talking about books for God knows how long. I am humble beyond words. I really am. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. And I'm always thinking about how I can improve my channel and make it better for you guys as a whole. And if you have liked this video, please give it a massive like. Comment down below whatever you want. Again, if you are subscribed to my channel but you have never sent me a comment, send me a comment down below. I'm a really nice guy. You can say anything as long as you're nice. Yeah, I will get back to you. I always get back to all my comments. So yeah. If you like this video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Again, you don't have to subscribe to my channel. I always leave it open. Do whatever you want to do, guys. That's all. That's what I always say. But if you aren't really sure whether you want to subscribe to my channel, that's fine. You don't have to. Well, obviously, you actually don't have to. But watch on my well, have a look at my channel. Look through my other videos and my other playlists. I've got loads of playlists, and maybe I'll give you a sense of whether you would like more content from this guy. So but yeah, just do whatever you want to do, guys. If you do subscribe, please click on the little bell notification, just so you know whenever I upload videos. If I haven't already said so already, I upload videos every Monday and Friday. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, guys. It's up to you. So as always, stay safe, stay healthy, always keep reading, and I will see you all in my next video.